After achieving 99 Slayer on my 13 defense pure and obtaining a bank value of over 450 mil from scratch, the next step on my journey is taking on RuneScape's bosses and showing the possibilities of PVMing on a 13 defense pure. Welcome to 500, a series where I solo a new boss each episode and show you the loot from 500 kills, as well as the strategy I use to kill the boss. Also, this whole series will be live streamed over on my Twitch channel. A link to that will be in the description of this video, so I do hope to see you guys over there. What's going on, guys? In today's episode, we're going to be taking on the Calpha Queen, and I'm going to be showing you how to kill it on a 13 defense pure, and what the loot is from 500 kills. Now, if you want to take a look at the inventory setup, this is what I suggest you bringing. Anti-poison is a necessity, as well as 2 ropes are a necessity. 1 dose of stamina potion is highly recommended, as you do run out of run energy on the way into the cave. Now, if you are killing this on a 60 attack pure, you can switch the Abyssal Bludgeon out for a Vigorous Chain Mace. And if you don't have enough money to afford a Dragon Warhammer, you can switch that out for a Bando's Godsword. This is the melee setup that we're going to be bringing. And this is the range setup that we're going to be bringing. Now, you do not need an Amulet of Blood Fury to kill it, but if this is your first time killing it, I do suggest you bring one if you do have one in your bank, because it does help out and heal you quite a bit. And if you are learning it for the first time, you might need that extra hit points to secure your first kill on the Calpha Queen. Now, without further ado, let's get straight into the video, and I'll show you guys how to kill it. Alright, now that you're all geared up, you can go ahead and pre-pot with your divine potions in your player-owned house, sip on your portal to heal back up, and use the fairy rings. Then we're going to go ahead and angler and stamina pot before we head over into the caves. And that's pretty much what you want to do before every single kill. Pre-pot before you enter the cave, so you have that extra hit points. And you'll see why that extra hit points matters so much once we get right into the kill. Now, the actual kill itself is pretty straightforward. We're going to go ahead and throw down our Dragon Warhammer specials. Now, if they don't hit, do not panic. It is alright. You still can secure the kill even if your special attacks don't hit. You're going to want to hover over walk under, and once your hit points drop below 31, you're going to walk under and you're going to heal 3 times. After you heal up 3 times, you're going to step back out and you're going to attack the boss again. It's pretty much straightforward just like that. You just want to make sure and keep an eye on your hit points. Once they drop below 31, you're going to want to step under and heal 3 times with your sharks. Alright? 3 times with your sharks. Going to go ahead and step under. 1, 2, and 3. Now what this does when you heal 3 times is the Calpha Queen's hit points bar goes away, and you'll be able to get 2 free hits on it before it attacks you once. So you'll be getting an extra hit on it every single time that you step under, and this will help you secure the kill. Now, this is the second phase of the Calpha Queen. We're going to switch over to our ranged attack, and we're going to be doing the exact same thing for this phase. Once we drop below 31, we're going to step under it, and we're going to heal 3 times. Once we heal 3 times, we're going to go ahead and attack. And just like that. There's nothing else really to this boss. That's pretty much it. Sometimes you will not be able to secure the kill and you will have to tally out. But once we get towards the end of this kill, I will show you why it's important that you pre-potted before you came into the caves. Because the extra hit points do help. Like, they really do help. Some kills, you finish with like 20 hit points, 30 hit points. And if you didn't pre-pot an angler before you went into the cave, you would not have been able to secure that kill. And it really will hurt you in the long run for your kills per hour, and it will hurt your profit. So here, we drop below 31 hit points, and we're going to go ahead and eat our last 2 sharks. And then we're going to go ahead and attack. And just like that, we finished with no food left. Now, after you finish up your kill, you're going to go ahead and teleport back to your player-owned house, and you're not going to heal right away. You're going to go ahead and tally to Castle Wars, and you're going to pre-pot before you go into the bank. All right, we're going to bank our stuff and we're going to grab out our stamina potion, prayer pot, 2 ropes, angler, and our sharks. Then we're going to tally back to our house and we're going to repeat and do the exact same thing. It's just like that, guys. As simple as that. All right, guys, while I roll some juicy loot footage in the background, I just want to go over a few things about killing the Calpha Queen and just some recommendations. So if you don't have fairy rings in your player-owned house, I really do not suggest that you kill this boss. Also, if you do not have a rejuvenation pool in your house, I do not suggest you killing this boss because you're going to be taking a lot of time to heal up at the bank and you're going to be having to run and use the fairy rings at Edgeville next to the Grand Exchange, and it's just going to add on a lot of extra time that is not necessary. So if you're going for the Calphite heads or you're going for the pet, make sure that you have a semi-max player-owned house and you can utilize these things. Now, with that being said, it's not a necessity that you do have those things in order to kill this, but it will most likely double the amount of kills per hour that you're getting. And next thing on the list is that you should always be using the peak option whenever you run into the caves after a kill, because most of the times, not all the time, but most of the time, somebody is going to steal your world after you go and bank, because this is a very popular boss. A lot of people are going for the heads for the Elite Diary. I think it's the Elite Diary, but I don't really care about diaries too much. And people are also going for the pets. So there's always going to be a lot of people killing this boss no matter what time of the day it is. So just be on the lookout for that and always use the peak option. Next is always remember to bring your stamina potion. If you forget your stamina potion or you forget your angler, you're going to regret it once you use your rope on that first cave and you run out of run energy. All right, so always remember to bring those things. Next is that if you don't land your Dragon Warhammer specs, it doesn't matter that much. You still will be able to secure the kill, like I talked about in the kill clip. So with that being said, let's finish up these last 2 loots right here, and then we're going to go and show you guys the total loot from the 500 kills and how long it took us. All right, guys. So after finishing up those 500 Calpha Queen kills, this is the total loot that we're looking at. Now, majority of the loot did come from the magic seeds and the Wands of Zamorak, and we also did obtain 7 dragon chain bodies, which is super, super lucky, as well as 4 Calphite heads. Now, let's get down to the numbers. And do I suggest you killing this boss? No, I do not suggest you killing this boss for profit. Now, throughout these 500 kills, we were getting around 16 to 17 kills per hour on the high end, and the profit per kill was 56k, which does match up with what it says online. Even though we did get the 7 dragon chain bodies, it did even out, and we did manage to make 56k per kill. Now, the raw loot that we were getting per hour was 958k, but the supply cost, guys, the supply cost on a 13 defense pure is 558k per hour. So that leaves us with only 400k loot per hour. Now, this is one of the worst bosses to kill for loot, so I do not suggest you to do it for that alone. But if you are going for the Calphite heads or you are going for the pet, this is still decent money for you to make, and it is kind of a good introduction boss, even though the gear requirements are on the higher and more expensive end. If you do have the money and you are new to bossing, I do suggest you go and check out the Calpha Queen on your 13 defense pure. But if you are looking for pure profit, do not kill this boss. With that being said, I do hope you guys enjoyed this episode of bossing on a 13 defense pure. And make sure to join the clan chat. We always have people hanging out in here, and we have a nice community going. And be sure to also check me out on twitch.tv/metalstraw. I will be streaming there on the daily, and I will see you guys in the next episode.